Oh my gosh, 30 seconds of your time can change the structure of your business if you do it right with networking, collaboration, connecting with other people. Right. We're going to be talking today with the amazing Beth Sharma about how to network properly. We're on the Erin Strayer Show. This show is all about uplifting and leveraging other amazing women, female entrepreneurs that are out in the world doing things a little bit differently. My name's Erin Strayer, and I am an accelerated business strategist, growth consultant, and interventionist. And I'm your show host today on the show. And I'm super thrilled because Beth like wows me. Like, she's on that whole nother level of wow when you think about women in and around you, people you interact with, people that you connect with online in a virtual space, and the people that stand out. This lady stands out to me. Like, she is just that person that constantly is smiling. She's over the top. She's super relatable. She's very much in her lane. And I'm thrilled that she's coming on this week to talk to us today about content, because that's our topic for the month of April, is content, and why networking is so integral in your building of your business and therefore the content that you put forward. So, Beth Sharma, hi, honey.
Hello. Thank you so much. Hello.
So you are a public speaker. You are a marketing director for a large women's networking company. You own your own business. You are a coach yourself, and you do massive amounts of consulting. Like, you do all the things. And then can I just drop that you have 7 children?
Right?
Yeah. And she still has a smile on her face, people. Right? Like, oh my goodness, how do you do all the things? Like,
right? Fly by the seat of my pants. No.
Oh, come on.
Very organized.
Organized? Yeah.
Just, and yes. You wake up every day and do this, you get ready and you shower and you sit at your desk and you work. Just like if you had a real job.
You have a real job, goofball. So one of your huge things, hi everybody, thanks for jumping on. If you're here, let us know that you're here, say hi. This is going to be super about networking today and why that's so important in your business. So we're talking about content. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, what does that mean for you? What's that look like for you when you hear the word networking, or you have an event, or people want you to come speak for them? Like, how does that all roll? Like, let's just kind of talk about that for a second.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but the first time I heard networking, I was like, heck no. Yeah, I kind of got like that, ooh, that does not sound fun. But the reality of it is we're always networking. We're always making those connections. And we can take that personal connection and utilize that for our good in a larger audience. And if we keep it really personal about the other person, then that's what will resonate with them. And so I go to networking groups regularly, and what I try to do is always focus on the other person and just really make it about them and digging in and finding out who they are and what makes them tick. And, building that true, authentic connection. I don't pass out business cards. I'll say, like, let's text each other, or let's, like, write Facebook friend me and find out, like, who they really are as a person, as opposed to the business card that gets lost in your purse. So
I love that.
Yeah, and I think that if you build your business with, like, a heart-centered business that cares about other people and their success and them as a person, then that will resonate and they'll remember you for that.
And I'm like flashing back to the first interchange between you and I, and like, I just want this girl, this woman, this being in my life. And like I told her the other day, I'm like, okay, we're sealed for life. Like, you don't get to walk away. Because I love her so much, and I love how you are so authentic all the time. Like, this is you, like, all the time, and how you interact with people and how you treat them and you respond to them, and you're so real. And I think that you have massively mastered the connection. And I think, what do you think the key thing in that is? Why do you think you're so ridiculously good at that?
Well, thank you. I don't know if we ever like look at ourselves and be like, I'm amazing, but it's always nice to hear someone else say that. I think, I think that just me as a person, I try to not be self-centered and focused on myself, but just really caring and loving other people, and getting invested in their story and who they are. And that's what I think my focus is. And that's how I parent and how I've had personal relationships. And I brought that to my business. I'm just keeping with who I really am as a person, and bringing that to business.
Oh, it's so, it just embodies everything that you do. So kudos, because it's really impressive, um, to watch you uplift other people. We've been kind of hanging in the same circle for a while since we initially interacted, because I just want more of you. And I watch you interact with other people, and it's, that relationship and that connection. It's almost like you're in the same room, like girlfriends hanging out, going doing the thing. And that's probably why you're like an amazing mom, and that you have, right? Like, I know I dropped it because I still am in awe that you have, is it 7 at home or 7 total?
7 at home.
7 at home, yeah, because there's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. You guys just let that land for a second. There's more than 7. 7 of them are at home. But that your kids have all turned out like amazing individuals. Like, and that's got to be because of the environment that you, and what you see in them and how you push them forward. And like, just huge kudos for managing that.
Thank you.
But I know one of the huge things that you talk about a lot, and that's so important to you, is that you, and one of your talking points for today was promoting local women.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. And, or, other women-owned businesses, that managed or ran or owned or facilitated businesses.
Yeah. So I think, being a mom and a business owner, it's hard. And we were told, at one point we were told we can do it all, right? That was like the lie they sold us. You can do everything. And, I think that we actually can. We can achieve our goals. We can be this person that we want to be and raise our kids, and not have to worry about calling in sick because one of our kids are sick. That we can do this. And I think that uplifting other women and seeing that belief in them, and giving them the courage to step out of their comfort zone and to really pursue their dreams while they're parenting, or while they're doing the other things that are pulling them in different directions, is beautiful. And looking at a woman and saying to them, like, I see this amazingness in you, when they don't see it, and drawing that out and building that belief in themselves, then allows their light to shine. And it's a beautiful thing when you can build into them what's already there, and just draw it out and allow them to see it for themselves. And then that allows them to build their business and really be successful, because someone else saw something amazing in them.
And we don't hear it enough, do we? We don't. I mean, we were just talking about this off camera, right? Like, we don't hear it enough. We don't hear it from the people we live with. We don't hear it from our girlfriends. We don't hear it from, our family, that,
Right.
that we just don't. And man, when somebody acknowledges that, it's like, and you just want to grab on and hold that. It's like that piece of gold that you're not going to drop.
Yeah.
And she saw something in me, she saw something in me. And like, I think that's
Yeah.
that's definitely your superpower by, for real, for real. That's your superpower. And like, how often are you networking? Like, I
Um,
know you are, a director of a huge networking company. But how often do you actually network?
so I
What's that
have
look like?
couple times a week that I regularly go to events and things like that. A lot of mixers, ribbon cuttings. I have a weekly meeting that I run, and then a weekly meeting I attend. So, making those connections. If you don't see the value in other people, then you won't really understand the value of the connection. So I hope that that you can start to build that belief that those connections are valuable and important, and no matter what your business looks like, and that fuels everything really. Connecting with people on a real and authentic level is something that we all need, regardless of business.
Yeah, yeah. So do you act? I know you speak publicly, but then do you actually interview other people also?
Yeah, so one of the things that we talked a little bit about is when I go to a networking group, I get to know someone really intimately and personally and find out all about them. And then I really like to do interviews on Facebook. I've kind of like stepped back a little bit because I just moved my family across the country. But what I was doing in California was dual video Facebook Lives, and really finding out not only like what their business is, but what makes them different and what sets them apart. What is their actual like heart behind the business? What does that look like? And who they are as a person, because honestly, we're going to buy the person before we buy anything that they sell. We need to connect with people on a personal level before we want to do business with them. And I think that's that's why women, I think, do things a little bit differently. And sometimes walking into a men's networking group, you have to figure out how to make that work for you as a woman. And because we need those personal connections, not just a business card in our purse.
Right. Yeah, because that I mean, you nailed it right on the head. Because men are like shaking the hand. Here's my card. Hey, dude, nice tie. Right? Like, or whatever. They morally don't even say that. And girls are like, women are like, girl, your purse is dope and your shoes are
Correct.
wow, that's an awesome necklace or whatever. Like, it's a whole different demographic when you're networking with women. But then to take it past, hey, that's a super cool necklace you got on, to actually, hey, Beth, tell me about you. What makes you tick? What, you know what I mean? And what turns you on? And I know that for you, that's your secret sauce,
Yeah.
for actually streaming these people, if you want to even call it through a funnel,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that when you make other women shine, it's so much more important to make others shine rather than to make yourself shine. I guess I like to be in the background, pushing other women forward and letting them really shine.
Yeah. 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 But you can hold the mic too, sister.
I'm just now getting to that place where I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know one of the things that was, we talked off camera prior about it, and it really keyed me, was that you had said something about 30 seconds. 30 seconds can change everything in your business, in and around your business. And then that can actually, we're talking about content. So I kind of want to like pull it all in, and how connections and networking kind of snowball and turn into content for you. So like, let's talk about that, because that was a pretty key point for me.
So you can, I'm assuming like everybody's been to the networking meetings where you go around the room and you got your 30 seconds. And in that 30 seconds, they call it your elevator speech, right? And you can choose to who you portray to the room and who you are to the room. And that sets up those connections and relationships going down the road, I believe. So one of the things that I like to do is whoever I've connected with before the event or whatever, I like to use them in my 30-second commercial instead of myself. So this is kind of like a tip and a trick, right? I'm going to give you my secrets, is that when it's my turn, I say, oh, hey, I'm Beth Sharma. But I really want to make sure that you know Erin Strayer. Oh my goodness, she's so amazing. Have you guys all connected with her? She's this amazing person that just glows from within. And here's what she does and sells. And I think you guys should all check her out and meet with her and connect with her because she's amazing. So what that does is it actually makes the person that I've talked to or talked about then committed to me. So that person now is like my biggest fan because I just became their biggest fan. And so I never have to talk about myself the whole meeting. She will. So when it's her turn, she'll probably say like, oh my gosh, thank you, Beth. But you really should know Beth. And now she's going to give you my elevator speech, basically, of who I am and, how amazing I am or whatever. So now instead of getting firsthand validation, you're getting third-party validation of who you are and your business. And that's more powerful than it coming out of your own mouth. It's somebody else validating what you do.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I know the ladies on here with us live, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that are going to watch the replay, we've all been to these networking events and we've all experienced, you got 30 seconds, Beth, go, it's your turn. Yeah. And it's like every time you're like, blah, 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 right? And how key is it that you flip that to talking about somebody else in the room?
Right.
And how, like, it's strategic. It's super strategic if you think about it, but it's also like, it's Leslie's watching, yay! Hi, Les. Not only is it strategic, it's very much putting somebody else in front of you.
That's what I was saying. It's very authentic to the way that I operate, and it felt more natural to me. I don't like to be in the spotlight and talking about myself, and I want to build other people up. And so for me, this is more authentic, and it is strategic. So I definitely pick, either someone that is very well connected, or you strategically pick who you will talk about, and that's aligning. Because we are business women, right? We're business women killing our business. So we have to be strategic and still authentic within who we are as a person and what we're building.
Yeah. And I think that's, that's so much a part of what we need to keep focusing on, is that we are entrepreneurs. The majority of the people that watch this show, we work from our homes, we bring in our cash, we do the things, and that's one that gets us out of the house, is to go do those networking things. But they have to be strategic and on time, and not on time, but our time needs to be planned appropriately, right? Like, what do you pick and choose from in your area that's going to promote, further your business, right? Like, for you, your networking, your women's networking thing is in your community.
Yes.
So,
it's amazing. So, I'm part of Be Women. It's a nationwide networking organization, and I am launching a chapter here in Omaha, which is awesome and amazing. And it really is about connecting women. And Sandra Yancey, our founder, is committed to raising up 1 million women entrepreneurs with $1 million in annual revenue. So I've partnered with them, and it's super exciting, but it also is very in line with my beliefs and the way that I do business and building up other women. And one of their mottos is lift as we climb. So really, like, holding hands in the journey and building other women up and giving them the connections to succeed. And so I love to encourage women, though, to get out and network. and to be very strategic, to have a plan, to know what you want to accomplish. What do you want to accomplish in that 30 seconds? You're going to get that 30 seconds. And what do you want to resonate? So for me, if I told you what I do in my 30 seconds, you probably won't remember it. But if I tell you what somebody else does, that's going to leave an impression, and you're going to remember me.
Isn't that interesting? I love that. And, each one of us can easily talk about 50 people just like that, with what they do, why they're amazing, what they, how they've touched and inspired us. And I really like your shift and your change of perspective on that 30 seconds and shifting up that
Can I
tried and true. Huh?
Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first time I tried this was at an E-Women event in California. And I had a few customers in the room. And so we went around the circle, and I said, I just want you to know my friend Karen. She represents Melaleuca. And her products are amazing. She really loves her customers. She cares about you and your home and being healthy. And so when it was her turn to go around, she said, Beth, you didn't even get a chance to talk about it, and I'm wearing one of your bras. And she literally lifted up her shirt and showed everybody. And I was like, thank you so much. But so then when we went back to our table, we did it again at our table, and I did the same thing with another girl, and she actually did the same thing. She said, but no, you got to know about Beth's, bras, and lifted up her shirt. And I was like, oh gosh, okay, thank you. Well, it ended up that the 4 people in front of the room did the same thing. They were like, everybody needs Beth and her bras, and it just became this whole joke. For weeks after, I got messages, I need your bra. For weeks. I'm like, okay, well, I don't actually sell bras, right? I sell something else that replaces that, but so it became this funny thing, and it's just the trickling effect of pouring into somebody else and how that can actually fuel what you're trying to do too.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, you guys, if you want to not wear bras anymore but still be supported, you need to talk to this girl. No joke. So much support about underwires and not being healthy for you and all that.
Right?
She's your girl. No kidding. So yeah, talk about uplifting and leveraging.
Genius.
So let's see. We're starting to come down on our time. I know some of the people are on here. How do you take these connections and this, the power of the connection and the power of the networking, and flip it into how you coach, how you sell, how do you flip it? How does that show up?
So from these conversations that I have and getting to know these people, I know what their pain points are. I know what they need in business. I know where their struggles are, and I know how to connect them. So I'm really good at being a business connector and connecting women that need to be connected. And then I become that trusted authority and resource, and then their go-to. So at that point, they don't really care what I sell. They're going to buy it from me. And so I love to connect women. I love to help find out what is their gaps in their business and what would help them, and connect them with the resources, the people, and the things that they need. And sometimes, it really is just they need to get out of their bra, or they need a women's networking group that it's uplifting and positive, where the energy is amazing and they feel fed and excited to leave from there. We all need that.
Yeah, we do, especially. Yeah, so I was just gonna add into that, especially those of us that work at home and we don't have that, right? We get isolated. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you just need to talk on the phone, right? I need human contact. So I make one-on-one connections, have coffee, meet with them in person, and that translates to dollars. those real connections. That's what really makes money.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Every time.
Every time.
Every
You're
time.
authentic, yeah, and
Every
solve problems.
Yeah. So, how do people find you? Because you have a really cool, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a really cool name that not a lot of people have. So you can look on Facebook, Beth Sharma, and my business page is Beth Sharma. It's possible. I also have It's possible because I mean this is all possible, right?
It's all possible.
It's all possible. I have ewomen.com. We have a chapter here in Omaha. It's across the nation. So if you are not local to Omaha, you can look that up also. And if you need and don't have a networking organization, I challenge you to find one that empowers you to really build into other women and uplift them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Will you drop those links in the feed when we're done so people can hang out in your awesomeness and follow you and, see what you're all about and, get a bra if they need it, get out of their bra if they need to get out of their bra. I know Leslie's like, give me it. When we had our pre-chat, there was something that you said. You probably don't even remember saying this. I know. I take notes on all of my people that I talk to. You said that leaving your life and schedule open to possibility opens doors to things you've not yet known.
Right. Yep. So true, right?
Take me home on that one, girl. Take it home.
So I really just follow opportunity. And when I started my business, I decided that when people asked me, I would say yes. That I would say yes, even if I wasn't sure what I was, like this show, right? I said yes. And how amazing to be here with you. And yes to the opportunity to connect with you and just saying yes to those possibilities of those things and leaving time in your schedule for that yes. And maybe at a networking event, I leave like an hour before and an hour after so that I can make those connections and build in real time to real people for a real authentic relationship. So saying yes to that.
So good. So good. I'm going to say that one more time, people. Leaving your life and schedule open to possibilities opens the doors to things not yet known. That's Beth Sharma. She's amazing. When she drops your links in here, please go hang out in her space, troll her, get in her feed, figure out what she's all about, soak up her goodness because she will change your world with her ability to believe in you, to uplift you, to leverage you, to see the greatness in you because that's her superpower. And what that's going to do for you in your business, she said it. Networking leads to money every time. She said it. Where is she? She's over there. So I'm Erin Strayer. We have been live today with Beth Sharma. Woo! She's amazing. Hi, Jen. She just is coming on. We're just hopping off. You can watch the replay, Jen. You don't want to miss it. If you guys are catching the replay of this, let us know that you're watching the replay. If you have questions as you're rolling through it, we'll loop around and comment and answer those for you. But by all means, go hang out with this lady. She's amazing. Thank you, everybody, for being here live on the Erin Strayer Show. We'll see you right back here next time.